Hello, future educators. I am Joshua Imosadin from BTB WAF 2C. So, our topic for today is education in emergency. Foundational standards. Education in emergencies, or short EIE, heals trauma, builds skills, and support conflict resolution, peacemaking. It is a life-saving and life-sustaining. So basically, EIE provides safe learning space during crisis or after crisis, like what happened if there was a typhoon that struck to the school. They will try to provide a temporary learning space after the typhoon, or mostly they will do is to just make the student go to a online class more better, for they'll be more safer in their homes. Next is peace education. Well, as the word peace means harmony. This talks about develop knowledge, skill, attitude to prevent conflict, resolving a peaceful and promote a culture of peace founded on social justice and non-violent. Of course, we don't like conflict in our classrooms. So if any student fights like between you, the teacher should know what to do. And not only that, we should also promote social justice and non-violence. So the next is disaster risk reduction management in education. Department Order Number 50, 2011 established Deputy Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office aligned with the RA 1121. So what is this R1? Or Republic Act 10121. So this talks about preparing schools learners for natural or human induction hazard through planning or resistant building strategies. That's why sometimes in our school a random date they will conduct a fire drill or earth drill in a school and create disaster preparedness kit and evaluation plan. So whatever happens during that time, we should be ready and we know what to do. So key goals: ensuring safe and learning continuously. Of course, the student should be safe, not only the student but also the teachers. Institutionalize DRM, climate change adoption, or CCA, ON, EIE, or education in emergencies. Next is strengthen education resilience against hazard. So the last part of key goals talks about how you will respond after the flood. What will you do? Like I said a while ago, they will provide a temporary learning space for the children, or better, online classes like that, so the student will be safe compared to going to school like that. Minimum standards for education, guided by the Deputy Order Number 37, 2015, Comprehensive DRM in Basic Education Framework. So there is three pillars: prevention and mitigation, preparedness, responsive rehabilitation, and recovery. So the first one talks about prevention and mitigation, which means it's like making it less risk or less injured people to during the crisis or the natural disaster. Next is preparedness. So of course we should be prepared if there will something will happen. So we should be always be ready. Taught in the school also. Responsiveness. The last one is response. So basically, this talks about what you will do after the crisis, or how you respond to it. Either you try to rebuild everything again, or seek help for others. The following three pillars of Global Comprehensive School Framework are aligned with the Sendai Work Frame for DRR. First is the safety learning practices, means all of us should have a safe learning place or space, not only for the student but also the teachers. Disaster risk management. Yes, we all know this. How to manage the risk or crisis during the time and they are in education. This whisper. Sometimes we have this discussion about risk reduction management, which like preparation during a earthquake, tsunami, or any crisis. They teaches us in school. The minimum standard cover five domains. So the first one is the foundational standards policy like Department Order number 27, 2015 that I discussed a while ago is the five pillars. I mean three, sorry. Next is the access and learning environment. Focus on safe practice and response system. So as I mentioned a while ago, students, not only student, even the teacher should have a safe learning environment or a safe place where they can teach because everybody should have education and education is for free. Next is teaching and learning. Curriculum responsiveness to learners' needs, learner-centered instructions, and non-threatening assessment. So basically, it says it ensures curriculum training, instruction, and relevant to respond to learners' needs. For example, developing modules on first aid of eruption-prone area. So this refers to if a area of your student has been affected, instead of doing online class, maybe they don't have internet or their house is destroyed or something, they should provide a modular for them to still learn. So next is teacher and education personnel, supervisor and instructive support. So basically it says support teachers with professional investment and supervise to ensure effective teaching in emergency. So this refers to some I think sometimes they conduct or offer a workshop on handling gender-based violent cases. Ay mali, sorry. So basically it said providing psychological first aid training to teachers. So basically it's training to teachers how to handle a student if they have trauma or something else. So the last one is education policies. Ensure proper implementation. So we all know this education policies. We have policies in the schools like policies mandatory in school to having emergency response plan. That is one. So in case ever what happens, we should be prepared. Now we proceed to the first domain in this topic, teaching and learning domain, curriculum. So includes object, content, teaching method, instruction materials, and assessment to enhance knowledge and skill. So, for example, a structural plan guide learners to grow in knowledge, skills, and attitude. For example, including climate change adaptation in science subject and hazard prone. Not only climate change, mostly about earthquake. We've been taught this during our junior high school. How to prevent, how to be prepared, and what to do during the classes like duck, I cover, duck, and hold. Ay mali, dapat duck, tapos cover and hold. Mali na ako. Anyways, so next is the training and support. Periodic relevant training for teachers covering core knowledge that include literacy, numerical, and life skills. Pedagogy, the way of teaching. Classroom management, how to manage classroom, and inclusive education makes feels everyone included or belong to the classroom. Code of conduct and reporting. Code of conduct refers to the set of rules or guidelines that define acceptable behaviors in a organization or institution like in schools to ensure all members such as employee, student, or committee members act in a matter to align with the organization values, principles, and legal requirements. And now next is the reporting mechanism. This is a process or system that allow individual to report violation on ethical behavior or concern safely competent to ensure key accountability, transparency, and proper resolution of issues like harassment or abuse. So, in this reporting mechanism, you can report anonymously without anyone going to the police or any hotline that will help you. Next, the DRR and conflict prevention principles. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, it is the three pillars, that is prevention, mitigation, preparedness, and recovery. Recovery, yes. Now, the last one is psychosocial human rights education. Refers to the process of helping individuals and communities cope with emotional, mental, and social challenges, especially aftermath of traumatic events or disaster. So basically, it offers a consulting and support group children and family affected by the weather. For in school, of course, we do support the people who have been affected for temporary shelter for them to temporary say to be safe, and after disaster they can go home back to their home or respective homes. Next is human rights education, aimed to teach individuals about their rights and importance of respecting rights of others. It promotes awareness of human rights, dignity, and equality, and encourages the protection of fulfillment of rights for all people, regarding of the background status or situation. For example, teaching students about their right to education, freedom to express, or protection from discrimination. And now we have the last one, that is instruction and learning process. Interactive participation, teaching tailored learners' needs. So basically, it's saying interactive. You should be interactive with your learners during the discussion. You should not be like a teacher that keeps speed-fooling the student. The student also need to to develop their mind to think and participate in any activities. And the last one is emphasizing sensitivity, care, play-based method for development. So this refers how to teach in a way that student will learn. So, for example, instead of this uh, regular and traditional teaching where I speak with the student, I will do a activity or a game that will help them to learn. The game will be like talking about the topic that that is related to the topic. So if the student participate in this activity, he will learn. Yes, he will, she or he will learn. And that's all for my topic. Thank you.